Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jenny here, the Uncrafty Crafter. We are de-kitting or kitting down Kit today. So this was the teal tree that I did a while back. If you missed that, I will put the unboxing in the eye up there in the upper right hand corner of the unboxing. It was an Artori kit that I purchased from Amazon. And also I will put the post review up in the eye as well, up there, and I will put them in the description boxes if I can remember to do so. But we are kitting down this because I need this container, because there are so many kits I want to kit up right now, and I really need the storage. Thank you very much. Got something on there, but yeah. So if you remember a while back, I had actually did a Hobby Lobby haul unboxing and showed you these photo storage boxes. And aren't they pretty? Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. Anyway, I purchased this and 3 more just like this to use as a long-term drill storage. And the idea came 100% from Rebecca, 4Kids at 147 here on YouTube. And this is my fan. I have my little fan who's my best friend right now because I think I'm going through the change. Oh my God, we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, I purchased these boxes for long-term drill storage, and I got the idea from Rebecca, 4Kids at 147. I will link her down there as well, and maybe put her up here in the eye, so you can visit her for instructions on how to create this awesomeness. I love this. Love it. So anyway, she explains in great detail with measurements and everything how to create this for your long-term storage. It's like a card catalog, guys, for your drills, leftover drills, if you want to store them and hang on to them. But anyway, so we're going to use this system. That's what I've been using for a while now, and we are going to de-kit this kit. I have already divided up, let me move this out of the way and open this. I have already divided this into, this side is ones that I've already got baggies for in my box labeled, and these are ones that I don't yet have baggies, or that I don't already have stored. So I have the things that I need I've got the paper and the cardstock, and the baggies that I want to use are here. I use the baggies that Star Wars sends to put my leftover drills in. And I've done enough Star Wars that I've got a bajillion, but I do need more. I need to order some more of those for sure. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here, put this right here, and I'm gonna set this over here so that I don't get confused. But we will go ahead and just start on these first, since I already have the baggies and stuff handy and ready to go. So just gonna chit chat while I do this, try to stay on track and not lose my train of thought, because I'm bad about that. Really bad about that. Got my Sharpie marker handy, ready to go. Let's see here. What do we want to talk about? So, I was talking about my fan a while ago and me going through the change and all that. So, here's a funny little story. And I mentioned it in a video a while back, but our air conditioning went out, completely out in this morbid, crazy heat. And literally, I thought I was gonna die. I mean, I was like sitting in, and if you're wondering what I'm doing as I'm doing this, again, you can visit Rebecca, 4Kids at 147 on YouTube to get all of the information. So please check her link out. She gives all of the information, why she does what she does. And I just love the system so much, so I wanted to use it myself. But anyway, I forget because it's been a minute. I guess I need both of my markers. Hang on just a second. I forget I used the bigger marker on the baggies and then the smaller marker on the cardstock piece. Sorry for my squeaky computer chair. I've kind of moved locations from where I used to be to where I am now, and I'm in a different spot. So things are different. I'm gonna leave that open and just set it there and hope it don't dry out. But anyway, so yeah, I had the air conditioner on a while back the other day. And it was super duper hot. It was like so hot outside. And I had the thermostat set on like 72. And around 2 o'clock, I messaged my husband. I'm like, I've got the thermostat set on 72, but it says it's 75 in here. It's not getting down to 72. And he says, well, honey, it is really hot out today. And, you know, I mean, with the heat index, it's like blah, 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 whatever. He named it off, whatever the heat index was, which was over 100. I'm like, I don't care. It's been hotter than this just a few days ago and didn't have any trouble getting the air to get to where it needed to be, you know. So 166. This down in here. Okay, that one's done. Set that somewhere out of my way. Oh no, this one came open inside the box. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I didn't lose too many, but that could have been bad. So anyway, he's like, well, I really think it's just because it's so humid and hot out. He said, just give it a minute and, you know, let me know what it does here in a little bit. And I was like, okay, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I was aggravated because I already knew something was wrong, you know. I could like put my foot or my hand over the air vents in the floor, you know, and it was like I could feel air blowing, but it wasn't cold air. So anyway, a little while later, I message him back and I'm like, now it's 77 degrees in here. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah. So he's like, okay, well, let me get a hold of Tim, who is somebody that he works with that does like heating and cooling and knows a lot about it. So anyway, he gets a hold of him and he's like, well, I can't get out there until, because it was like 5 o'clock or something by the time he got a hold of Tim, and he was like, I can't get out there today, but I'll get out there like tomorrow, but it'll be after work. So it would be like 5, 6 o'clock at night in the evening. So Dale, my husband, he's like, okay, so he's gonna come out, but it's gonna be like 5 o'clock tomorrow night. And I'm like, oh my God. So I've been all day pretty much without air. I have to go all night and then all day the next day without air. And by the time my husband got home from work, it was, well, the thermostat was like at 80. And trying to find the number that I need. Oops, went too far. 498. So, yeah, the temperature was well over 80, and he ended up going upstairs because we have, our upstairs is like one big giant space. So it's basically one room, one finished room, but the rest of the upstairs is like unfinished attic space. And but the upstairs room is kind of like his man cave, so to speak. And he has a window unit up there because we live in an old farmhouse, and the ventilation system just, or not ventilate, I don't know what you call it, but the AC system doesn't really work well up there. So he had a window unit. Sorry, I start and stop. I'm really bad about that. But he had a window unit up there, and he grabbed it out of the window, brought it downstairs, put it in the window down here in the living room. And so that's where I stayed. We all pretty much stayed in the living room for the next, for, you know, that evening, that night, the following day, the following afternoon. And then whenever the guy came to fix or check on it and see what the deal was, come to find out, apparently what had happened was 2 of the hoses, I guess they're hoses or pipes or lines, I don't know what they are, but anyway, they, whenever it would kick on, it would vibrate, and inside the like central air unit outside, it would vibrate and they would rub together, and one of them got a hole in it, so all of the Freon escaped out of the hole, which in turn left us with no cold air. So he had to patch that hole. How he did that, I have no idea, but anyway, he did that, and filled it with Freon, and then we were set. But I am telling you what, that was a flippin' hot 2 days. It was so hot. Oh, the baby, God love her heart. She gets like, she has eczema, and she breaks out really bad if she gets too hot. And so I was trying to keep her cool, and so I just basically kept her in nothing but a diaper. And she did okay. She, you know, of course, kids don't really notice it or pay as much attention to it as adults do, you know. Me, on the other hand, I was dying. I just was like, just bury up, just dig a hole and put me in it. And I'm just, ugh. So, there's not very many of these in here. Not very many at all. But I will hang on to them in case I ever need them. I know a lot of people just throw theirs away or recycle them or whatever they do with them, you know, but I'm like, I want to hang on to mine for a little bit. 6:48. So, yeah. But anyway, so when he put the window unit in, the window he put the window unit in the living room is like right next to my recliner where I sit all the time. And so I was like, okay, I'm sleeping in here, and I've got a little fan, which is sitting right here that I showed you a minute ago. That thing, I keep it, it's my little, like, best friend. It's dirty and yucky and needs to be all cleaned up, but it's just a little bitty fan that I usually keep on my nightstand in my bedroom. And had it in here. And so I had the air conditioner blowing at me this way and my fan blowing at me from this way. And so I was like, perfect. And that's where I sit. My butt sat right there for 2 days and slept there. But whenever I had to get up and go to the kitchen to fix the kids something to eat or me something to eat, or go to the bathroom or do anything, it was like, because it was so hot, so hot in the rest of the house. Like, as humid and miserable as it was outside, it was actually more comfortable outside because there was a breeze. Whereas in the house, it was like super stagnant and everybody was just ready to croak. Miserable. $6.99. Here we go. Okay, pull this up here a little bit so you can see more what I'm doing here. But anyway, $7.79. So anyway, now we have cozy, comfortable, cold air. Everybody's happy. And then all of a sudden we have one of those, what do you call it? It's a freezer, but it's one of the upright stand. It looks like a refrigerator, but it's actually a freezer. And I think they're called upright freezers. But anyway, yeah, it started making this funky noise like it was gonna croak over too and die. Just sounded awful. And then I started noticing some of the, like, I buy bread in bulk and like freeze some of the loaves or buns or milk. You know, I freeze a lot of stuff, especially since the whole quarantine thing, because, you know, we make way less trips to the grocery store now than we used to. So I buy more at a time and kind of like just freeze it so that I have it on hand. $7.79. And then, you know, it's just a lot easier, you know. But anyway, so I started noticing the freezer was making this funky sound, and then I started noticing that the, like, bread and stuff that I would pull out of the freezer wasn't as hard and frozen. And I was like, oh no. So yeah, ended up the bottom of it was frozen. It had like 1.5 to 2 inches of ice in the bottom, where apparently the, like, air vent at the bottom had gotten covered up with something. We'd shoved it full of too much stuff, and it was full of ice in the bottom. So I had to take everything out of it, or my husband did, not me. Take everything out of it and then thawed it out and then filled it back up again. But we were way more cautious this time with filling it up and how we placed things in there so that nothing would, like, cover that vent up in the back. If it's not one thing, it's 10 more, I swear. But the freezer isn't in our house. We keep it on our back patio, just because we don't have space for it in our kitchen. I got a teeny tiny kitchen, and I don't have room for it. So, but yeah, that got thawed out today. And the last few days, when I was talking about going through the change earlier a while ago, I mean, I don't know if I really am or not, but I, like, it's 70 degrees in the house, 70, 71-ish, something like that. And I can't get this open. Work with me. There we go. And usually I can slide it like this and it'll open, but sometimes that's not as easy as it looks. But anyway, yeah, I've got it like set at 70, 71 in the house, and still I'll be sitting just pouring the sweat. I got out of the shower yesterday and I was like, I got black marker all over my fingernail. I got out of the shower yesterday, got dressed, all of that, and I was like, oh my God, I'm sweating so bad, blah, 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 blah. And I even took like a cooler shower, like I didn't have it on very hot, warm, you know, water, just kind of lukewarm-ish. So, that one did not go in there right. There we go. I think that's better. So, anyway, I got out of the shower and was burning up. And I've done that like 3 or 4 times here the last couple weeks, where I'm like, just, it's not even super, like I'll have it icebox chilly in the house and I'm breaking out in a big mass of sweat and have to, like, my cheeks turn blood red and I have to go sit down and in front of my fan and cool off, and I'm like, great. Probably getting ready to, on the verge of menopause. Lord help me. That's not fun. I know it's not fun. And I'm not ready for that. And maybe that's not it. Maybe it's just, you know, whatever. Hormones or whatever. But 9:43. Okay, I think we're over here. Yep. 9:43. Here we go. So, yeah, I find myself randomly sitting in front of my fan. Like today, my husband called when he got off work. He does that, and he'll be like, do we need anything and from town, you know, or whatever? And I'm like, yeah. But he called today to see if we needed anything. And I was like, oh, I can't think of anything that we need, but I'm gonna get off here because I'm sitting here. I mean, I was sitting at the kitchen table, not doing anything. I was feeding the baby, actually, but nothing strenuous, and just sitting there sweating my head off. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get off here and go sit down in front of my fan till I can cool off a little bit. And I hadn't even been outside, so, and it was 70 degrees in the house. No clue. I have no clue. No clue. But I think that it's possible that I may be on the verge I'm only 42. And some of y'all are probably like, oh my God, you're 150 years old. But no, I'm only 32. Or 42. That is not old. 3033. So that needs to go here. And I mean, you can say whatever you want to say, but I don't think the 42 is old. So I did have a baby at 41. That's another story for another day. I do plan on talking about my baby story at 42 or 41 during a whip and chat one day. That'll be a good conversation to have. Wah, wah, wah. What crazy person has a baby in their 40s? Me. But that's okay. Wouldn't have had it any other way. So the 3064. These drills from our Tory, that Teal tree kit, was actually pretty decent drills. They were really, really good. I don't, if I recall it correctly, in my post review that I shared, I didn't have many or much, if any, trash that I recall. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's trash in there, but I didn't really run across any that was like substantial amounts of trash. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay, 3772. 3772. Oh, someone had asked me the other day, and I don't remember if I commented or not. I'm really bad about, and I read your comments, and I mean to reply to them. I read all the comments. But then I get, like, because I have a 1-year-old and then a kid at home too that's not in school, which we're in summer now, but you know what I mean. I mean to reply and then I don't, and then after a while I end up like bulk replying. So I need to be better about that, and I apologize. But someone had asked me the other day about my nails, and now that they're like black with Sharpie marker all over them, they're gross. And I lost a jewel. Like, I have these two. There's a jewel, big jewel right here, and this one fell off. I glued it back on, but then I still lost it again. But anyway, someone had asked me where I had them done at or where I got them. And I actually got them from All Dashing, which, if you're not sure or didn't know, Mrs. Coffee from Crafting with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. If you visit her channel, she actually has a coupon code for All Dashing because she's an affiliate, and you can get a discount on the All Dashing website. But they're press-on nails, so they come with they have so many different cute ones to choose from, but they come with the adhesive on the back already that you just press on and hold. But because I'm a nail biter, the adhesive part doesn't stay on well enough for me. So what I do is use a little bit of nail glue on the actual nail on top of the adhesive and on my actual fingernail, and apply them that way like I would just any other normal glue on nails. And they are really, really good. I will say they're a little bit like thin. The plastic that they're made from is thin, so they're a little like bendy or flimsy on the sides. but they hold up really good. I mean, they really, really do. I got all this junk under them from where I've been cleaning up and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I really, really, really like them a lot. The only complaint I have is about the flimsiness of them. But if I make sure that I like file the corners of them to make them more rounded than squared, they tend to do better. So, but I love them. I love that they're already painted. I love that they've already got cute little, like, what do you want to call them? Like, just the fancier, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Decorated or whatever. The accent nail. That's what I'm thinking of. Couldn't think of no words, Jenny, words. But they, you know, they're already done. I mean, and they're short. I don't have to like cut them. And ooh, that's got junk on it. What is that? Looks like I spilled coffee on it. Ew. That's okay. I'll use it anyway. 38, 46. But they last me a really long time when I use the liquid nail glue. And I just like that they're already done. They're already short. I don't have to cut them a lot and like shape them or anything really. 38, 46. So yeah. Plus I got a good deal on them. I think at the time that I bought most of mine was when they had I think the sale they had that was going on at the time that I purchased was like a buy one, get one half off sale. And now I think it's like buy two, get one half off, or buy two, get one free or something. I'm not positive. But they showed up pretty quick too. You don't have to wait very long for shipping. So that's awesome. 3, 8, 4, 7. And I will say too about the accent nails, like these, the colored ones are more thinner, flimsier, bendy, whatever you want to call it. But the accent nails are not. They're very thick and like they don't bend. And you can actually, like this one, because I did lose the jewel, I might be able to replace it with something, but you can actually take these off and like reuse them until they're not reusable anymore, you know? So, and I've done that with these because this set of nails came with a different accent nail. And I don't remember why I didn't wear, I think I wore one and I don't remember what happened. I think I had some kind of an accident with the glue and it got like, when I was gluing it on and it got something on it. And so I took it off and put this one on, and then just so it would match that one, I put it on that one too, so. But yeah, I love them. 38, 47. I do, I really like them a lot. And I know Mrs. Coffee uses them with just the adhesive, and she doesn't have a lot of trouble with keeping them on. But I can't use them with just the adhesive, like I said, because I am a nail biter and my nails are short naturally anyway, so I have to use the glue to keep them on. And they're cheaper, they're more inexpensive, they're less time consuming than wearing acrylic nails and having to go get them filled in every 2-3 weeks. I don't have time for that. I didn't have time for that even before the whole quarantine thing happened. So these last me a week or 2 weeks. I've had these on, I think this set I've had on for 9 days. 4, 7. Yeah, I've had this set on, I counted. I had them on for 9 days. I think maybe today makes 10 days. So that's a long time, guys. 38.62. Okay. But yeah, I like them a lot. My favorite ones, I can't remember the name of them, but they were like a matte. They weren't glossy, they were matte, and they were black. And they had, I think these were the accent nails that came with the black set. They were, I remember now. Something Luxe, L-U-X-E. Those were my favorite set. I love, 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 love those. And I wore them for quite a while. I still have some left of those. So because I have some left of each set that I've had, I think I'm gonna like do when I have enough, I'll have like a mishmash of different colors that I can like just wear the extras. So, cause I don't want to waste them, And I know that you can file the sides down and the ends to like make them fit. Like the thumbnails are really big. There's 3 or 4 different sizes of like thumbnails that are way too big for me. So, okay, now I've got all of the new ones in. The rest of them are now ones that I can just find. So we'll start with the 300, which is right here. And so what I do is I look and make sure that that is the same, because sometimes even though it's the same DMC code, it might be a different like die number or die code or whatever you want to call it. Die lot, I don't know what it's called for sure, but anyway, they look very similar. These might be a little bit brighter. They actually do look brighter than these do. Can you see that in the camera? This in the jar looks a little bit brighter than these do. But I'm going to pour them in there anyway, because I don't have the extra baggie space to make another bag. So, and I think when they're mixed up, you're not really going to notice anyway. So, anyway, 300. And next I have 310. Lots of 310. I have way more than this of 310, but I've just got them stored somewhere else. I'm not sure where I've got them. But yeah, I love this storage system. It's neat, it's functional, it's pretty, organized. I just love everything about it. The only thing that I would recommend is if you have kids that will not stay out of your stuff, this could easily get knocked over and everything dumped out. So if you wanted to use a system like this, but you do have kids, I would recommend getting something in the similar same size, but maybe something that has like a lock on it, or maybe put it, oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to knock the thing around. This computer chair is squeaky and loud and all of that. But anyway, or do like I do and just keep, when you get down your projects, 938, put your boxes somewhere where the children can't get to them. Best thing I know to tell you. The only good thing about that is if something did happen, where they did get knocked around, is that your bags, if you do it this way, I have my bags labeled with the DMC. And then I have the card labeled so that I know, you know, where that goes. So that is very, very helpful. And then I can just put them all back in order again. So, okay, 939. Try to get that, there's like some up in that lip. Scooch them out of the way. I really like my Harbor Freight containers. If you use Harbor Freight, do you like them too? Are they your like favorite? I use the Elizabeth Ward system too. And I love it for like bigger projects like my DAC, Diamond Art Club projects. And the Harbor Freight for smaller ones. But I do like if I had my Harbor or my Elizabeth Ward one full already, and I need to kit up another DAC, then I'll usually just use 2 of the Harbor Freight containers and just keep them together. So 3371. There we go. I have lots of this one too. 3371 is another popular like background color. I even have one in there that's a Diamond Art Club bag that was like partially used, and I just stuck it in there too. 3371. Last one, 3864. 3864. But I love it because it's just literally like a card catalog system, you know? 3864. Here we go. All right, this is the last one. All done. All done. 3864. Okay, finished. So I just have this little baggie here that's like got some in there that I need to make baggies for, like I just did with all of these. So I just need to get more baggies before I can do that. And then eventually I'll have 3 rows full. So yeah, I just have some extra stuff in here like labels, some ABs, different colors of ABs in here. And I keep my extra cards and my extra paper in there. So yeah, it works. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. So I hope that you guys find it pretty cool as well. And that would be that. So now I have a new box that is let me put this stuff away here. Those and those my baggies. These in my other bag because those I use all the time anyway. Let me see. Okay, that's done. Put this on there, put it away where the kids can't get to it. Now, this is empty. I can throw this away. And then these, because I wrote on them with permanent marker, I could just take an alcohol wipe or some rubbing alcohol and paper towel, and those will wash right off. And get ready to kit something else up that's awesome. So that will be all. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'm gonna fill this up the back the rest of the way, and then probably tomorrow I'll go through and clean all these out, or clean all these off, and then get ready to kit something new up. So, but if you like this video, if you liked hanging out with me, just chit-chatting, make sure to hit the thumbs up video, or the thumbs up on this video. And if you're new here, I'd love it if you subscribe. So just click that subscribe button if you'd like, and the notification bell, ding ding ding, to get notified the next time I upload another video. And that will be all. If you need the links to Rebecca, 4Kids at 147 here on YouTube, to make your own long-term storage drill container, like this one, then just make sure to click the description, and all of that information will be there for you to use. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time to stop in with me, and that will be it. I will see you guys the next time. Have a great evening. Bye.